Good morning. Good freaking morning. Thank God it's Monday. There's only one day I love more than Friday, and that is Monday, because Monday is just ducking Monday. And wow, we get to do this shit all over again. We get to live another day, and I'm just so damn happy about that. And you gotta wake up every morning excited about what you do. You gotta thank God from inside. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel grace. Because if you don't, I don't know what it is that you are doing, but you're definitely doing something wrong. My gosh. Wow. Oof. Unbelievable. It's Monday. And look at this. It's already pumping. Fuck. All right. Let's get serious here for a sec. Buenos dias. My goodness. You must be feeling a little bit, not as bad as Luis, but Luis, I feel bad for him today. First day back, his body's wondering where the hell the beer is at. At this moment, when you're on vacation, I think, well, what time would it be in Portugal? I don't know, but it will be definitely past 12, so. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I remember those days. Oh my gosh. But, all right. Let me talk to you about something since you're here already. I wasn't gonna start yet, but I mean, because there's really not much to talk about right now. It's Monday. I'm gonna take it easy. There's really no rush to get into this trade right now. I'm obviously looking at the long side. Why do I say obviously? Well, I mean, I should have been obviously long from 14 yesterday here. This was right at the lows where we bounced from, right from a current level of major support. So it's not coincidence at all. This whole thing is just one giant leg. Really, this whole thing is one leg. Like, you can trade it however you want, but this whole thing is just one leg. That's all this is. But I guess if I had to keep it simple, there's two levels that are going to be major today. And I should have been long from last night. Do you know why I didn't get long? And this is why I tell you not to worry about gaps. The ducking gaps will keep you away from, I guess, a very good trade. And I just thought, I'm like, it's Sunday. It's not really my normal time. So when we opened up here, and the reason why I'm talking about Sunday and yesterday, because if you don't understand yesterday, well, then you're going to fail to understand today. And you're going to be all lost and confused. Because ES is like a never-ending story. It just continues on with the same kind of book, but it just keeps writing new chapters. But if I had to narrow it down, we basically, the low on Friday was at 93. And well, you can clearly see this right here. This was a major level of support here. We bounced multiple times, right? So you can see this here. It doesn't take a genius. Look at it. We bounce, we bounce, we bounce, we bounce until we finally broke it down. So the idea is simple. This 14 level now becomes support, or let's say 12 to 14 area. It's a little bit of an area right here. So the simple idea for this long was we get back above there, we accept price there, you take the long. And we did. I saw this at around 752 and my soul told me about it. And don't tell me that it's bullshit that I wouldn't have been long. Please get out of here with that. But the idea was simple here. Take the long of 14. Of course, I wouldn't have probably wrote it all the way up, but anyways, what I'm trying to get at is that this is the entry there for this whole entire leg. Now, we do have a mid pivot, which is right here. Again, just looking at the chart of today. Right here. So if, obviously, we do get any form of dip from this high here, which I hope we do, we can perhaps turn this 40. I would say I would probably be long if we dip to like 36 and then get above 39 again. Or, of course, I can always bid a bid on at 40 on any potential pullback, if we even get a pullback. But we do have some resistance here. It's pretty obvious. Like, again, look at this. It doesn't take a whole lot of genius to see that there, right? Like, you don't need to guess where resistance is going to be at. So, of course, through that level, through that 63 level, I would want to see some acceptance first, and then perhaps maybe the back test, and always to the long, looking for the continuation of the trend. So there's really two trades. One, right at this area is where I'm interested, and two would be at this 14 level right here. Well, first I would want to see this gap fill. Yeah, all the way down to at least 0325. So that's kind of the dilemma that I'm in, I think. That if we do test this 39.42, we could potentially break it and go down here, which would still be very healthy for the market. But what if we don't? Because I already missed out on this trade from last night because of this stupid gap. So I'm going to say that I'm going to get long here. All right? I'm going to get long here. Right there. And no, I don't need this magical box here. Some guy was saying that I trade with boxes. It's an illustration purposes, so you can see it. For me, I mean, it makes no difference. I'll be long there either way. I don't even have to say anything, but it just, I mean, why not, right? We're here. I'm telling you my plan, and I'll follow my plan. You can even hold me accountable to it. Let's say I get long here because we're looking bullish. Well, then, you know, I'm not following my own plan. So I want to get long here, and I want to get long here. Now, risky shorts on the other side, because if I'm saying that we could potentially break that level, well, where would I want to be getting short at? And honestly, it would probably have to be right at that 57, perhaps 60 level, somewhere here. Now, I am not going to get short here. And you know what I think about shorting the choo-choo train. So I'm just saying, you know, I'm using my common sense here that there is some clear resistance up in the 63, right? We can see that. And we have had already two of these dips above it. You can see that there. So perhaps if we get up here to like this 60 level, I would get short 60 and have my stop at around 64. I will not be taking that trade. I'm just telling you the way I see it. If you're looking for a short, because this thing could still continue on higher. We haven't even tested a major level of support to the downside. So price is definitely bullish. And if you think that we're bearish because we had one red week, stick with me. Let me show you something before I bring on the the crystal ball indicator. All right, let me show you something. Because again, I also think that, you know, proof is kind of in the pudding. Unfortunately, though, many people don't like the proof. They like to just feel short, or they like to feel bearish on the market because, well, I don't know, they got some delusional, or I don't know. So when we had 3 weeks in a row red, this candle kind of told it all right here. This is a very, very good candle for those who do like patterns. Well, that's pretty much, if you know about patterns, that would be what's called a hammer candle. So, I mean, look at that massive wick. Look at that freaking body on that. That is as bullish as a candle as you can get on a weekly chart, to basically slap you on the face telling you that if you're thinking short, well, you know, turn around, like, you know, smell the coffee. Look at that. That candle there is screaming bullish. So yes, we did have finally one red week after putting in that candle. 1, 2, 3, 4 red weeks. So we had, 4 green weeks. We had 4 green weeks, 1 red candle, or 1 red week. I mean, come on, like, that does not change the overall trend. Now, of course, there's very good opportunity in shorting the market there on the way down, but I missed them. But either way, I got the buy, so it doesn't matter. So on the hourly perspective, I know it looks kind of confusing with all my lines, but just try to follow me along. This is kind of that bull flag here that we had to kind of hold. We didn't, so we broke down and we continue back down. So now if we do get any form of bounce from these lows, or we want to continue pushing upwards, where is the market magnet currently right now? You should know this level. It's 85.88. Why 85.88? Because that's the level that we were turning into support that we broke down, and that was the level that was the all-time high all the way back in June 20th, which was resistance, and then turned into support, and then we broke down. We tried to recover it. We broke down. We finally recovered it, and then we broke it down. Do you see how this level is very important for the market? This is a very key level, and that will be a magnet if this squeeze can continue, if you will. So as long as that 40 and 39 can hold today on any dip at open, I will be long, looking for a push to the overall magnet, which puts us back up to the 85. Obviously not today, but or whenever the market feels like it. Either way, what I'm saying is I want to buy. So I know that that was kind of like a long explanation, but you do got to realize overall trend. If you're just looking at this for what it is, I mean, it feels like you're guessing to me. Definitely want to short it. I mean, it has been a pretty good week of shorting, though. Resistances have held. Last week was nice. But again, out of 4 weeks, yesterday was a good week to short. Where would I have lost more money? Trying to short on those 4 weeks or just plainly missing out last week's short? And just either way, I still bought the dip. It's still good. But it's just what I'm saying is it's easier to expect for the bounces to come in than it is for the breakdowns to come in. If that makes sense. Now, I will ask you, there's that little stupid gap here, okay, since Sunday. This kept me from getting long. And I'm here worried that we're going to fill that thing. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's, I don't know. They don't fill all the time, so it's not like they do, but I would just rather had seen that fill, and then I would have feel much better about, saying we're going to just go up at open or something like that. And it is Monday too. You know what I think about Mondays? Mondays, the trend develops for the week. So far, that 57 is acting up as resistance, 57.50. I wouldn't have shorted there either way, but I said I would probably short 60. I don't know why this is trades 2 out of 3. I haven't traded today. And I'm definitely not trading 3 times today. It's Monday. I'm going to take it very light. Oops. So I would say we're hanging out right below resistance right now. And below resistance, I'm not going to get long. I mean, why would you want to go and be the first one to break down the wall? You want to be right on time with the party. You don't want to be first. You don't want to be last. Hopefully we can get a type of pullback at open. I would really want that. I would really hope for that. Can't just buy it here. I don't feel good just longing here. I know trend wants up. Choo-choo train wants up. But it doesn't mean I got a FOMO here. You got to wait. Choo-choo train. Choo-choo train is very bullish. I would stay away from thinking a short here. I like I said, that was just, I'm pointing out that resistance up there. Doesn't mean I would short it. This thing is still rip higher. 74, 78. Honestly, the only level I would bid on short that I would actually like just short it dead on would be 85. So 56, 85, 56, 88. Which is right here. Right at the bottom on these daily candles right there. That's the only one I would feel good about shorting. And we're nowhere near there. Maybe this level here too, but I don't know. It's difficult for me on the short side. I like the long. The long is the easy money. For me, I mean, for some others, it's the other way around. What I will say is I'm excited a little bit about in general for the week. Some noise is going on outside. It's normally pretty quiet, but not in the morning. The morning here is loud. It's chaos, chaotic here. So we got to 57, getting denied there once again. I don't know. The more we test this level, the sooner or later it's gonna crack. It's gonna crack. Come on, work for sakes. Crying out loud. Come on down. We gotta get some type of pullback on this, right? Which has been going up and up all night. It would be nice. It doesn't matter. We got a crystal ball indicator. That thing has been pretty right. Recently, it's had a little bit of a hard time, but I will say it is getting a little bit scary sometimes with that indicator. I'm debating if I should do it yet. Maybe the market needs some more information. We'll do it in like 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. This thing is scary, though. So I guess it's a pretty simple trading plan for me today. Wait for the dip, buy the dip at 40, and then look for the rip. I like that plan. I like it. Or else we're just going to get the rip, and then, I mean, that's where these trendline breaker traders will be like, oh my God, look at that. It's the greatest thing in the world. We broke down this trend. I don't know. I mean, it could work, but I just don't like it. I don't trade like that. Although a lot of times it would work pretty nicely. I just feel like I'm guessing at that point. You take the long here, it's like, I don't know. You're like expecting for it to break out. I would rather see the breakout. And then either way, there's no FOMO. There's no need. The market will give you plenty of time to get in. We're going to likely get a back test or some form of consolidation. And then look for the move and get the long down here. Like, that feels safer to me. That feels like I now know that the trend has broken to the upside. Right there, you take the long. I don't know if we're going to break to the upside yet. I don't know. You want to see some evidence? Looking squeezy, but it's looking squeezy. Can she do it? It's Monday though. Oh. I was thinking, I'm like, if we break through that 57, we turn it into support quickly, we could be in for a nice pop. But this is the problem with Mondays with me. I want to rush into a position. Take it easily. Take it easy. We got all week to make money. All week, man. All week. All week. We'll see. We'll read the action as it comes. I will say over the weekend I was catching up with some drama, some trader drama online. My gosh. I don't want to talk too bad about anybody, but I swear, traders in general, if they focus more about their own like profits in general, I feel like they would actually do much better. Some traders, I think, or some people in general in this game, they're so caught up and so focused about some drama that they forget now that they're the product. You're a consumer now of the drama in general. When you're the consumer of drama, you're the consumer as a whole, right? You're the consumer, right? And you don't want to be the consumer. Right? Like, focus on your trading, and that's it. Whoever you think can bring you value, whoever you think can actually show you something that could level up your game, that is what you want to focus on. Drama. Look at me talking to you about focusing on your own self, and I'm telling you that I was reading up on drama. How hypocritical is that? I don't know, I'm just saying, it's like, it's too much. It gets on Twitter a little bit out of hand, and I had a little bit of spare time, so I'm like, all right, let's read about this. I'm not gonna say names, but there's a lot of drama. I like it. I don't say nothing. I just read it a little bit, all right? That's it. I got better things to do. So 57 still acting out, still acting up as resistance there. Like I said, I want to see some acceptance above that level if we're going to take that thing back and go up. We got this bear flag also shaping out here. Again, this is a very... I would not pay attention at all to this bear flag here. If we're going to dump, it's going to be because this is resistance. Hey, we got to 58.50, almost that 60 short trigger I talked about, but I'm not taking that. That thing, no, I'm not doing it. I'm just talking out loud what I'm thinking in my head, if that makes sense. I'm not going to short it. Come on, just dip ES. Be nice on a Monday. Dip, and then rip, and then I take the trade, and then I walk away because I got shit to do. I like it. I like it. You know, I had somebody message me telling me that I traded in hindsight or something last week. I don't care. Believe whatever you want. But, all right. Let's put it like this. If price comes down here, right? And then I take the long off there. And my time is right here at 9. We're at 9:22. And then the fucking thing rips. Okay? How the duck is the hindsight? I don't know. But people. All right, so let's bring in this crystal ball indicator. I feel like the crystal ball's got enough information currently. This thing, I gotta say, it's looking squeezy both ways, down and up. We could easily dump, we could easily pump. That's why I'm not trading there. I hope the dip comes in, but we'll see. All right. Find out. On Friday we said, will it dump at open? Now we're going to say, will the market pump at open? Let's see. This thing's been pretty spot on. It scares me now whenever I want to take the long and it's telling me not really. All right. So the market is not really ready to pump according to the crystal ball. According to the crystal ball. All right. That's question number 1. That's good. It's good. That's in line with resistance, and we're going to have a pullback. I like it. Now, next magical question is, will the 54.40 level support hold on the dump? All right. This is the second question. The only question that see? Perhaps. All right, so the crystal ball is kind of in line with my plan today. Wait for the dip and buy it so that it rips. I like it. Not bad. Again, that is entertainment purposes only. If you want to short that choo-choo train, go for it. But I would not be shorting that choo-choo train. I'd rather just wait for the dip to come on in. So I like it. I mean, the crystal ball is trading in hindsight too, I guess. Let's see. Do we have any gaps? It's worth noting about gaps and news. Let me see if there's any news and gaps. Well, there's definitely gaps in this chart, but... So we did, of course, close down at the 54.15 level. Let me bring up the 15-minute chart for you here. The top chart is the 15-minute time frame. You can see that right there. That's where we closed, and you can see that, obviously, this is going to be a level of support, right? So if we do get any form of dip all the way down there, and we bounce from there, I mean, that would be all right still. The problem is, I'm trying to get long at 40. So that's what I'm saying. Just be cautious on that long, right? Don't be just holding and praying. We'll see, though. We'll see what type of action we get. So we did close at 54.15. And yeah, I mean, so there is a gap to the downside. But then there's gaps to the upside as well. So that's why I think I'm not going to trade the gap because I shouldn't have traded it last night. I was there thinking we were going to fill that gap. You're like 50 points higher from last. Ugh. Look, this resistance is getting very used up. If they were going to have that dip that I was expecting, they kind of should have done it already. But let's see. It's market hasn't even opened up. It's Monday. Take it easily. Come on, relax. Relax. Crystal ball's bearish, but I don't know. This is not very bearish crystal ball. Let's see. We did say on market open. Market open is market open at 9:38 p.m. a.m. What I'm saying a.m. p.m. 4 minutes to market open. Get ready. Make sure you take it easy. It's the first candle. You don't need to rush into anything. We got all week to make money. All week. You don't need to get in at the very first candle. We do have numbers coming in 33 minutes or 10 o'clock. And if you don't know where I get numbers from, or if you don't know where to see all the numbers live, you can simply go to economic calendar. And it's all right there. It even gives you the star ratings based on how much volatility would come in with, I guess, those numbers. So we got numbers at 10, not very much volatility or not very impactful to the market. But either way, it will impact the market in some way, shape, or form. So just be wary of that. Either way, I hope that I'm definitely not trading by then. We'll see. Dollar's looking a little bit weak. We're taking back that 57. I mean, that's something. Market's about to open on up soon. NQ is looking rippy. I just feel like everyone's been seeing the chart go up on overnight. We're all waking up to the same idea that this thing's very bullish. And I just don't like being with the crowd. In terms of a bias, I feel like we might get a dip. But hey, above 57, we get some consolidation here. Maybe we'll take the long at 57, but we'll see. The crystal ball's not wrong yet. We did talk about 9:30 on market open. Let's, crystal ball specific. But crystal ball, though, I gotta say, we're looking squeezy, my friend. I think we might just come back down. We'll see. I don't know, crystal ball. One minute to market open. 1 minute. I would really want to dip. I just don't want to chase this. I don't want to chase it at 57. I want to less chase it at 62. It's looking squeezy though, but it's such an easy long, but let's see. 30 seconds. Brace yourself. Five seconds. Get ready. Let's see the crystal ball is wrong or right. I still don't think it's right 100%. We're returning that 57 into support there, but let's see. I'm gonna take it easy. Take it easy, Leo. Take it easy. Take it easy. Because we could bounce from 57 very easily. NQ is looking weak, kind of. Uh-oh. They gotta squeeze this thing. I don't know. I'm staying out of this for now. I gotta tell you. I don't want to short, and I gotta see some more congestion here first for me to feel better about that long there. I would feel better getting a dip first before I buy. That's not enough of a dip for me. And the thing is just ripping now. Oh my god. I don't know, Crystal Ball. I don't know. Where did we open up at? We opened up at 62. So we're right where we opened. I don't know, Crystal Ball. Still looking pretty squeezy. I usually give the Crystal Ball about a 5 or 10 point stop, but in my head, at that point, it's wrong. Well, very aggressive buy there, but it was a buy. We got the push, we got the dip right to that 57, and then we're getting the rip. But either way, I didn't like it. If it was Friday, fuck yeah, I would have bought that dip right there. Monday, I like price discovery. Oh my god, it's squeezing. Well, that 57 buy, that dip. Gosh. Even that dip got bought up. Talk about buying the dip. Even overnight, it just continued to go higher and higher. That's why you can't just look the other way too. You can't just expect to sell. Let's see if this is gonna have any real trend move. We're gonna get pumping. I don't know. Let's see. The dollar's showing some strength now, and that could not be necessarily a good sign for ES. That was an aggressive buy there at open. Definitely, but it worked out. $57, 67. That's 10 points already there. I mean, it's not bad. I should have seen it. You shorted that train. Oh, no. Why? Why short the choo train? This is, it's difficult to short when price is doing that for me. You want to see a breakdown. Some paper. At least on paper. So that's good. Breakdowns, I view them completely different. For example, look at this. You see this resistance here, right? We turn it into support. Let's assume that all day we kind of ping, or let's say for a couple hours, right? Whatever the situation is, it really doesn't matter. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, right? And we start kind of doing something that shows us that we are bouncing from a level of support, and then we break down. I want to get short here, right here. It's hard for me to get short, let's assume here or here, because look at the market right now. Where is my entry short? I just don't know. Of course, I have resistances above, all right? But let's assume you're just trying to pick a short here because you feel like it's going to go down. And then you see a lower high. And then you see another lower high. And then you're like, all right, now I'm going to get short. And then, boom, you miss the trap to the downside. And the move was to the upside. That's why it's difficult for me to short. I like the breakdown trades. They're just better. I need to see the market tell me that we're weak. And I mean, from 62, we opened up at 62. We're at 66. Unless you're long from 57, I think there's really nothing to do here for me. I mean, I expected a dip at open, but come on. That little bit of a dip, that's the dip we get today. That's okay. I don't think the bulls are out of the gate or out of the wilderness just yet. I wouldn't be getting too excited yet. Mondays tend to be a day of weird price action for me, and that's why I kind of stay out of it. Fridays are far easier for me, because Monday sets the tone for the week, in my opinion. Oops. But don't short the choo-choo train. At least not there. Like, the only way I would be thinking maybe is slightly bearish, and I'm not even thinking long-term bearish, I'm thinking slightly, would come at this failure of 57 here. Because we know that that was kind of obviously this level of resistance here, level of support here, and we kind of did all things here, right? We already had a trap, we already reclaimed it, and if we were to break it down, I would definitely feel bearish. But the problem is we have that level of support down there, and not to mention that 14 level, which would be Friday's low, give or take there. Friday's low is a little bit lower, but all right. So the choo-choo train, I think as expected, kind of wanted to go up. I just didn't want to take that long, that 57 back test. In hindsight, it was pretty easy, right? You just need to hold right now, and you're looking for the breakout. I don't know if that's really the P indicator there. Of course, I see this trend line there. Don't get me started on that trend line. You can see that magical P kind of there. And then the pump. That's the P for the pump. I saw it too, but just no. We're kind of even doing that V for victory now. Fudge. But I don't know. Not sold yet. Hope you guys get ducking rich. But I hope so too, because this market. But first of all, we need a dip. I need to see a dip on this market. You're busy at work, I'm guessing. Don't be shorting the choo-choo train at work. Or buying the choo-choo train. You are. You're working or, yeah, you're not shorting or buying, are you? It's Monday, remember. Remember that Monday. The Mondays are a little bit weird. So I'm looking at that 62. Can they turn it into support? But like I said, I'm not in a rush. I'm hoping that was kind of like that bounce, but let's see. All right, there's a little bit of a dilemma here for me now. So price is starting to kind of reverse and come back down. If we were to test 57 again, should I be long? Perhaps not. I'm thinking about it. The problem with getting long at 57 is that it wasn't really part of my pre-plan. My pre-opening plan. I mean, we did rip right through that 57. We're kind of consolidating. If anything, we're kind of flagging here. Going sideways there. I would be careful though, because look at this here. Let me pull this other one up here for you. We're bouncing right from the VWAP there. I don't like it. I look at the VWAP as an indicator of the opposite of what everyone else looks at it, the way they look at it. If we're holding VWAP, I think we're going to dump right through VWAP. If everyone's looking at the VWAP as being resistance, I think we're going to blow right through it. I basically use the retail indicator as the opposite. Well, I'm retail as well. I'm not judging, but I guess I'm just, I don't know, I'm skeptical about everything. That 47. It was. You remember that 47. Exactly. And that's continued this entire trend. Will jumping in front of the train actually pay off? Does that mean you're short again? Give us the hint. Does that mean you're short again? Look, maybe I can put on a combine here and I can get a trade going. But I'm definitely not going to trade on my XFA on this. Definitely not. All right, have a good rest of your work day, Antonio. Take it easy. Thank you for at least, checking in. I guess if we shorted the choo-choo train or we bought it, but I'm staying out of it for now and see. You're still short. Oof. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not sure your entry, but you're definitely gonna have unless. Oof, I don't know. Short to VWAP. Definitely not for me. I wouldn't short here. I don't, like I said, I do think that we're gonna break it just because everyone's looking at the long side there, but that doesn't mean that I have really a good short there. But South Korea. uh, shorting to the VWAP. That's a brave move from here. Mondays, take it easy. I know that we're looking for that kind of trend move or that kind of rip, but it does happen sometimes. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but Mondays are very kind of tricky for me. And that's exactly why I kind of like to stay out of it for a little bit because of exactly what we're seeing. We opened up at 62. We're at 60. So we didn't really get a whole lot of big upside on that push higher. And you can see that VWAP there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Anybody who's buying there, I mean, they're kind of holding through red right now. And this thing looks dumpy. I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to dump. I'm just saying retail looks at the VWAP to look for a buy there. And, or vice versa, to look for a short. And I don't use no indicators. I have that one there for entertainment purposes only, okay? For my entertainment purposes only. So if you think that I have it there to make a trading decision, that is not at all true. I just have it, I literally have it there for entertainment purposes. You need to get it to 43. That's a good target because that would be that level of support that I did talk about buying down there. It's just we got the rip first. The thing I'm thinking about right now is, are we going to hold 57? Because 57 did already provide one solid bounce from here, right? So the second, you know it's going to be more risky. So, I don't know. Thing is, will we hold 57? It looks like we're kind of holding it. We didn't even backtest it, so that's a very good sign in terms of if you're looking for strength. You would not want 67 to backtest, because imagine if you're long from the open, right? Or on that dip, your stop is at break even or something. You already took profit there, right? So you wouldn't want that to get tested. So if you see that, it does look good, but like I said, Monday's just, I need price to get down. Let's get down to the 43. I'm not going to tell it to go there. In other words, I'm not going to short it looking for the move there. But I hope it gets down there. Elizabeth needs it to 43. So I think at this point, since you're the brave soul, I might as well cheer you on your short. Because I do want it to go down too. So come on, market. Just ducking waterfall for Elizabeth there. Let's go to downtown. I gotta say though, be careful. I don't know. I don't know. It looks both ways for me. I don't know. I see it as a long and I see it as a short because we're kind of turning that 57 into support. I didn't kind of have that pre-planned there for me. And but I mean, this is also looking pretty bearish right now until it doesn't. That's the problem. So they need to get going now. They need to work their way down to 57. Bears need to get it down right now. They need to work. Come on, yes. Let's get it down. Now I'm here thinking, should I be looking at a long here? We are accepting price above 57. That's good. But it is Monday. I'm going to wait for something better to stand out here because right now, I'll be honest, nothing's really standing out for me. We could push, we could dump. There's no trap that's been laid. There's the only real good entry here is that market open, the back test of 57. I just thought it was very aggressive as a buy. I thought we could probably dip. It's a coin toss at this point. That's good. I think that's a good way to put it. Get your feet wet back again because you've been out of the game for a while. Build some confidence. So it looks like 57 is being turned into support. We're accepting that area there. I don't know. Oh my gosh. That's why it's difficult to short for me there. And above 57, it's just difficult in general for me to short. Wow, what a ripper. We got numbers in 9 minutes. They're light numbers, but they can influence the market to do the inevitable. If we do continue ripping up, where would I short? Yeah. Huge lot. An iceberg order. I'm guessing you use a book map because there's no way that you could see that without it. I use the book map a lot, not anymore. I would say 74, maybe 75. I like 75 better. Maybe not, maybe 80. I'm looking at this over here. This is the low from that pullback there. Right there. And we got some type of congestion there as well. But it's difficult. Thinking. Ah, all right. You used it before. Yeah, I mean, I used it too. It's just like I said, uh, I just don't use it anymore because it gives me too much information. The less information you can put in your trading, the better. And for me, it's as simple as we're turning 57 into support. We want to squeeze up to the next level, which would probably be at that 78, 80 area. But it's not very clean. Like, if you really look at this chart for what it is, I mean, yeah, we've had some, we had the ripper. We had a little bit of a dip. It's not very clean. We're not getting a whole lot of distribution on the move. And as long as 57 continues to hold, my bias is we want up. And even from 57, if we dip below there, I'm going to get long at 39.40 level. I don't know. It's just, even though, yes, we had a ripper a little bit from this 57. Then we had that. And then this, like, I'm not in love with the way the candles are moving. I'm not. In fact, I'll be honest, I hope, again, I'm not shorting. Please understand that I am only giving you my perspective. I'm thinking out loud. But whenever I see this kind of weakness kind of popping up there, bulls need to kind of get going, right? And we're kind of building this M as well. So perhaps maybe if we do get one last dip, we're just going to waterfall. Again, please understand that I am talking out of my head. I'm thinking out loud what I'm seeing. I'm not trying to predict the market. I'm not trying to call out a short. I'm simply telling you what I'm thinking. But at the same time, of course, I could just be wrong in general and this thing could squeeze, right? And that's exactly why I'm staying out of it. I don't have an edge right now. It's Monday. I understand that Mondays I need to take it easy. So I must just take it easy. We got all week to make money. Like if I was on a, maybe I'll get on a combine and maybe we'll get a little bit more aggressive. Fine. All right, so I'm gonna take out the XFA. So I was on the XFA there, but I'm gonna take it out. I don't want it. Uh, Definitely at this price, I'm not buying there with that. We're gonna get a combine in here. All right. So on this account now, perhaps maybe I can look for that short up here. Up here. What do you guys think though? Give me your thoughts though. Give me your plans. Elizabeth is short. I don't know if she's still short or not, but that's kind of holding on for quite a bit. I don't know her entry. I don't know nothing, but so she's short. If you guys want to share your thoughts, if you think this thing's gonna dump, well, call it out if you want. Because really, from me right now, charts are telling me just to stay out of it. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't mind waiting. And I'm not in love when Price is doing these wicks like that. I'm just not. It's so trappy. Like, look at this. Ugh. And then you look at the overnight action. We take back this level, we back test once, and then we just grind up, grind up, grind up, pull back, grind up, grind up, grind up. Overnight. We gotta start trading overnight, I think. Overnight's been some really good moves last week, like the last 2 weeks. So if I was long from that 57 with a runner, perhaps I would be looking for that 54.76 to take profit at. If the market continues to kind of squeeze, consolidate above 57, and then we kind of do the exact same thing, well, then I know the magnet is definitely 55.85, which would be back testing the area where we broke down from way back in September 3rd and way back in July 25, and that was the resistance and previous all-time high from back of June 20th. But we're still not quite going up there yet. I'm just saying. On a short-term basis, we probably went up here. I'm not gonna put my signature on it because I'm not long, so it doesn't get the signature. But it is looking squeezy, I gotta say. My gosh, now it's looking better. It's looking better. Whenever we got these wicks like that, I want to stay out of it. I'm just not in love with it there. It's looking squeezy. It's looking squeezy. NQ is looking squeezy. We'll see. Oh, come on, yes. Whoops, sorry. Mondays, you gotta love Mondays. Let me show you the chart for comparison, okay? So this is the 15-minute time frame I got pulled up for you on the top here that I'm showing you here. This is where we're at right now. We're trading kind of here. I mean, It looks wiki. It looks trappy. I don't know. This is Friday. Friday after the numbers. I did trade the numbers. Boom. I even have to shrink it. Nice freaking rip. The dip, the rip, consolidation, another kind of trap to the upside, and then it's just a nice trend lower. That is at least giving plays. Move to the upside, move to the downside. This is just stay out of it for me. Unfortunately, I didn't get that aggressive 57 buy. Perhaps I should have, because, well, we're kind of trending up, and not kind of, we are kind of, right? The only way I could buy this choo-choo train is being long at 57. Could have, would have, should have. That's the Monday story. A bunch of orders in this area. Hey, if you see that, that would be a good thing for me, because I'm kind of debating that short up here, right? So maybe I can get a short up here. But again, which is we're grinding up. We're grinding up slowly. On the top step dome. Oh, you watch the dome. All right. That's how you're seeing it. I'm like, if you don't have Bookmap, I'm like, how do you see all the orders? Yeah, that makes sense. The dome. You had me guessing there for a while. I'm like, how? How does he know? I'm like, all I see is 69.25. Yeah, I get it. I just don't trade with that stuff. That's why. I did try. I even had a order flow in front of me with candles. From 57, we go to 70. 74, 76. That's the way I view it. It's just, I think it's easier for me. We got resistance at 74, 78. Area coming on up. I stay away. The less information you can put in your mind, the better. In my opinion. That's just my biased opinion. There are plenty of people who need and can read the dome and can read everything, like the footprint charts and everything. I tried it. It's not for me. The hourly candle looking pretty nice so far. Can it continue to squeeze? Or sorry, the daily candle, I should say. That was the daily. Even the hourly is gonna look pretty nice. Sort of. It closed pretty bullish. You can see the hourly candle there. We're obviously trending up, grinding slowly, but how much more? I'm not going to try to pick the top either. This thing could easily squeeze, right, through 74, 78, but I'm going to give it a shot, depending how the action formulates there at 74, 78. So we'll see. If we squeeze through 74, 78, well, then I'm definitely thinking that we want to go back, test that 55.10 and that 55.34. But come on, yes, man. Really, that's the dip you're going to give? Like, ugh. 57 was the dip. It's not even a good place to buy on the hourly. Like, look, 57 would have put it right there. Obviously, yes, it looks like a goodbye there, but just gotta stay out of it. Be patient. I'm gonna be patient. It's Monday. I already know the way Mondays play out. We're looking bullish or we're looking bearish, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just reverses, or boom, it just chops again, and then it just goes back and forth into this chop, distribute, chop, small distribution. But yes, some Mondays are very good. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna stay here another maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes. If this thing doesn't decide to dump anytime soon, well, then I'm just not gonna trade it. I'm not trying to predict it either. I just don't have a trade. I don't have a trade here. I'm not gonna chase it long, and I'm not gonna short the choo-choo train. So, and because of them streaming, I gotta try to talk about something. Because if I wasn't, I'll be watching my soccer highlights. I have a lot of highlights I haven't watched. I don't know where you're from, but the Nations Cup is playing, and there's a lot of countries playing. So there's a lot of highlights for me to watch. That's what I do in my spare time. That's my other passion is soccer. All right, so finally it's looking like we're gonna go hit that 74.78. Could this be the Ripper? No. I'm gonna go get more water. I need more agua. I gotta get a mini fridge or something for my office here. I always gotta get up and go get water. All right, so there's still kind of looking squeezy. Do we want to hit that 74.78? Perhaps. Should have been long that 57, Leo. Should have been long. It's looking squeezy. I don't know about shorting that 74.78. I gotta be honest with you. But like I said, we switch to the combine. Maybe we'll give it a shot. Or I can always wait for that push. So see something like that, and then the long. See how the action plays out there, depending on how much strength this move when it gets up there it has. Or if we trap to the upside, if we go like straight up and down, that's probably a potential short. I gotta say, though, I don't really like shorting the choo-choo train. I don't like it. But we're gonna give it a shot. Let's get a little bit higher, yes. I'm not quite sold just there yet. I want to get short at least 76 minimum, 77. Maybe a little bit higher. Let's see. Ugh. Ah, oh, come on, Leo. Oh, we're kind of squeezing right through that. 76.50. I'm waiting. I'm not thinking short yet. No way. They're boner candling right through that resistance, which is... Oof. 78, 79 is the current high on that candle there. I'm gonna try it here. All right, I understand it's a risky short. I know how it looks. Okay, I know. We're on the combine. We're gonna do this one trade, and now I'm gonna be walking. If this candle closes above 78, I'll be out of this thing. I like right now the current setup, but it has to close below 78. I saw price jump to, what was it, 79.75. If it closes above 78, I'm out of this. If we close below it, I'll give it a little bit more room. I'm free. So we close, where do we close at? 78 on the dot. Sunshine, my only sunshine. I don't know, I'm debating if I should go break even. I just don't want to risk nothing. You, how much I love you. Shine away. All right, we got to break 74. Let's see that break of 74. We do not want price to bounce from there, or else you know what we're doing. We're turning it into support. I need to see a crack. I need to see a crack. Oh, they're bouncing it. Oh, yeah. They're bouncing it. I'm going break even. Screw the choo-choo train. I'm not holding this thing. They bounce it from 74. I don't like it. I'm break even. I'm at risk free. If it wants to go lower, good. If it doesn't, I'm fine with taking the break even. Although I am thinking my stop should be up here. Where was that? 3-point stop. If we break through 74, I'll move my stop back. It's just this fucking choo-choo train shorting scenario. I don't know. Come on, break through 74. Break it, baby. Break it. Break. Because the problem is we're turning 74 into support. That's the problem now. We need to crack. Or else this candle's gonna just flip green and... Yeah, no. Just do it. Oh, they're gonna bounce. They're gonna back to 78 probably. Just go down. Go down, yes. Go down. Only sunshine. Come on. NQ. Give it up, NQ. Give up that low, NQ. Again, my stop should be up there. I'm just not risking it. We're boner candling a little bit, and there's no real need for me to risk anything. If we're going to break 74, we're going to do it right here, right now. It's as simple as that. Simple. Or we're not. Duck in the ass, I swear. Come on, just crack. If we were bouncing off support, like if this chart was the other way around, we would have already squeezed up. Look, I'll even go 78 on the dot. I'm going to put my stop right at 78. Come on. NQ, give it up. There we go. NQ starting to move a little bit. Come on, give it up. Give up that 74. Yes, yes, it's just very strong right now still. I can always re-enter, but I'm just worried if they're gonna back to 78 now. Then I'll get taken out. But either way, I gotta play it safe. That's me shorting the choo-choo train. And last week it would have worked out brilliantly, but nah, I'm at 78. All right, so I broke even on that. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold through any risk. We were supposed to break 74 there, or we just weren't. Break even. Can't complain, I guess. If I had my stop where I needed it to be, which was, I was short 78, so it would be at 81. I'm wondering what would have happened if I had my stop there. If I had committed to the trade, to the short. Why does NQ look like it's ready to kind of waterfall now? No. Ducking, look at this thing. It back tested 78. It took me out. Little prick. I don't know. I'm debating it to give it another shot here. And then having my stop up there, but I'm debating it. Fine. 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 Don't get short this choo-choo train. Come on. Come on, yes. You got to break that down. 74. Break 74. And I'll be a happy guy if you break 74. The reason why I entered short again was because you can see that 78 there. It basically just went to take me out, back to 78. So now we're kind of pinging between 78 and 74. And whichever way we break, we're going to get some type of move, right? So, and you can see currently the trap to the upside, 78 being the high. You can see the wick there. That's why I got short, because we pushed all the way to that 79, 75. Oh my gosh, now that's what I'm talking about. There's 74. Boom, boom, boom. Come and fill me down here. Come and fill Papa down here now. Come on. Fill Papa. Just ducking, fill me now. Dump, 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 dump. Come on, I'm looking for 67 on this. Come on. Don't do me like this. Honestly, I could probably get as greedy as 62 if this thing had any strength. All right, let's see if we can get down to the 62. But I will mark it out if I see a bounce of 67. I'm going to get more greedy with this. But I'm going to watch price right here. If we flush right through it, I'll hold. If we don't, I'm going to get out. Why 62? That's... Come on. These levels are rinse and repeat. Come on, waterfall it, waterfall it. It's smelling like it. It's smelling like I'm gonna see Niagara ducking falls. I haven't been in Canada for 6 months, ES. Show me what Niagara Falls looks like, baby. Show it to me. It doesn't want to show it to me yet. It's like, no, no, no. Go those monjas. All right, so I guess we waited patiently, and at least we're getting the short. That's why patience is king. Come on, yes, have some dignity with this move. Have some conviction. Commit to the sell. Commit to it. Let's get down to 62. That would be the first level of support, technically, on a technical standpoint. In here, we're just kind of like, yeah, of course, there's some minor support, but that's like very minor. Like, we should just flush right through that. 62 is where I would be more cautious. Currently, right now, is 68. Like I said, I'm going to be watching price at 67. Waterfall, 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 waterfall. Oh my gosh, 67 is getting hit right now. I'm watching price closely. Come on, dump, 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 dump. Dump, 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 baby, dump. Shit, they bounced from there. Look at that, 67, 66.75. Oh my gosh, please don't do me like this now. Shit, don't turn green on me. We gotta flush 67 now. Flush, 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 flush. We're looking for 62 on this. Come on, ES. Come on. Look at the VWAP right there. Look at the VWAP. You see that VWAP? Hold on. You already know what people are thinking there. They're thinking about buying that shit there. They're thinking about it. So, can it work now? Can we just ducking flush right through that thing? Can we do it? Can we do it? I mean, if we flush that VWAP, we're going back to 57, I gotta say. All right, let me just hold a little bit more, baby, a little bit more. We know 67 was there. No surprise. Look at that wick. It got stopped at 66.75. We need to get more continuation on this if the bears are going to have any form of real move to the downside here. I'm not like locking in profit. Come on, reward me with this a little bit more. We can go lower. This thing wants down right now. Come on. Talk about patience. You gotta have patience. Oh my gosh, come on, let's go. Now it's looking so good. I'm like, fudge, where did I switch from my XFA? Either way, still a good trade. Come on. Push 62, 62, 62, 62, 62. Look at that VWAP. Look at it. Can they do it? Can they just dump right through it just to screw all the longs there? Can they do it? Come on, yes. Ducking. Go through it. Prove it. Prove my point that the VWAP doesn't fucking work. Well, I mean, there it looks like it did. Or, yeah, there it kind of looks like it did. Right here. Maybe that's the trap for retail. Maybe that's it. It's like, look, it worked in the past. It's going to work again, right? Come on, yes, a little bit more. Just dump it, and then I can take profit. I'm thinking about locking it down soon. Come on. We're blowing right through the VWAP. We blew right through it. Boom! Order fucking filled. Boom! There we go. If you're gonna short the choo-choo train, at least do your homework. That's the moral of the lesson, I guess. How is it? How is it that we cut that short there? Just patiently waiting. Patiently waiting for what? Resistance. We wait for resistance to get hit. And like I said last week, if this week, okay, like I said last week, if resistances hold, we will break support. And in turn, the market tells me that we are weak or that we are in some type of downtrend. Okay? Today's support level is 57. If they go break 57, well, then I'm thinking that the trend is still kind of going, right? But if we don't, which I don't know if we are, but if we don't, okay, then I think we're back to the normal good old routine, which is what? Buy the dip, expect the rip, okay? And I said last week, if this week is proves to me that we're gonna break supports, I can feel good about shorting next week at levels of resistances, right? And look at this. This is the perfect setup, the cup of tea. This is my job here. You gotta understand your job here. I'm sorry if I'm gonna get a little bit out of the context, but our job is not to make money per se. Our job is to spot the trend, the beginning of the move. Why would you short here? They're not good shorts. Even this ducking bear flag here. I mean, whoops, sorry, that one's not. Even this bear flag here. By the time you enter short here at the bear flag break, okay, you missed out on the real entry. Where is the real entry on this? Right here, 78. This is what I talk about. 3 to 5 points is typically a trap to whatever side, up or down. It really doesn't matter. So you can see that there. We squeeze right through right up to the 80. We get back into that 78 zone, or this level of resistance, I shall say. Right here. We got back into this area there. Okay? And then I talked about the second idea of every single setup that I look for. You have the trap and you have the back test, which is what? We bounced from 74, we squeezed back to 78, and we got denied. So that's why I re-enter short, because I watched price, and price told me right here, get short, Papa Leo, because this choo-choo train is pretty weak now. And therefore, my entry short was there, and you look for the move back on down to where? 62, and perhaps even 57. I don't have a runner, so I just gotta lock it in, and that's it. Salkiran, you have exited. Done. There you go, my friend. Applaud yourself. You see, patience. You talked about it with me, about patience. You talked about waiting for the right time, the right setup. That's a setup there. Our job is to be at the beginning of the move. It's not to be following the move. If you're going to follow the move, you're always going to be guessing, and you're always going to be on the second move of the market. Like right now, if you're thinking short here, I mean, could it continue dumping? Absolutely. Absolutely it can. But, I mean, why short there? I just don't see it. So I hope that this day actually kind of represents a lot of what I think the job of a trader really is. This setup here, even this 57 was a beautiful buy. I wasn't that aggressive at it, especially at open, right? On a Monday. We get the rally, and look at that. Right there. This is the cup of tea. We squeeze right through it. We get back into it. This is the trap to the upside. Right there. And then look at that. We're at a level where it makes sense. We're engaging in a level of resistance. Our trades are at a level of resistance or support. It's as simple as that. If you I missed the buy, right? So I look for the short. And then I missed the short. So now I'll be looking for the buy if I was still looking to trade, right? But again, there is no such thing as a missed move in the market. Zero. It's a fallacy. Let it go. Let go of the idea that you're missing out on something. You're not missing out on nothing. Zero. Nothing. Let it be. This dump, if it wants to sell all the way down to the 40, let it be. We took profit early. I took profit early. That's always a good problem to have. Last time I checked. But all right, so I'm definitely done now. One good trade is good for me to start the week. I traded technically twice because I broke even on one. So I guess, yes, that is two. But the same idea. I did not flip long or short. And that's also another good point to point out. That I didn't flip long or short. You don't have to. Because when you're flipping long or short, that means that you are the one who don't understand what price is really doing. And look at that. From 78, we're all the way down to the 62. It's a nice leg to the downside. Oh my God, I took profit early. Fuck. We're going straight back to the 57. Oh my gosh. That's okay. That's okay. I should have known that we were gonna dump now. And that's another thing about Monday. Look at this. Everybody who got caught to the long side that just thought we were gonna trend up, up, boom. It's dumping. Oh my god, it just tested 57. Oh my god, I took profit early. Fuck. That's okay. That's why I say it hurts. It hurts to be good. Because when you got when you have a setup that does this, the trap. This is not fucking hindsight. This is what I talk about all the time. The trap. You see that? That's a trap to the upside. That's it. That's the resistance level squeezing through and getting back into it. If that thing was upside down, that's a long all day. And we're even doing the victory upside down. Look at it. It's even doing it upside down. Tell me that doesn't even look like a V. Again, this is my patent, okay? My patent. The V. That's a V for victory right there. The victory of the trap. Straight ducking down. Oh my gosh. But again, this emphasizes a lot of my system, the way I look at the market in general. The trap is laid out in front of you. And before I used to wonder, how the duck did this thing just... Why? Look at this. I should have been long there. I should have been long here. And then you finally get long on this boner candle. It does look scary to get short there. Come on. You looked at that candle and you were probably thinking, why am I shorting there? I know how it looks. And when it doesn't work, I'll get called stupid because I'm shorting a boner candle. But if you just take a step back and let price tell you that this is resistance here, this is a level I'm willing to engage at, and you can see that squeeze, that trap there, then it becomes easier. You stop looking at the candle size because the candle sizes don't matter. You think the institutions are here trading the candle sizes or trading whatever bullshit that people look at? No, they're looking at support resistance. In my opinion, they're looking at where the big boys are willing to buy and sell at. Support and resistance is created because there are buyers and there are sellers at these particular levels. Because come on, it has to be. You know the market is an auction. You've been told that, right? So if you understand that the market is an auction, whoever has the most money is going to win. You know that. So I'm not going to win. I didn't get short here and tell the market to reverse. Of course not. It's impossible. But somebody was buying overnight and perhaps they're taking profit up here. Because the same buyer who bought at 14, which is a major level of support, is probably the same buyer who's taking profit up here. I'm not saying someone's shorting here. I'm saying somebody might be taking profit up here. So either way, let's see if they can break down this 57. If they break down 57, you know the next level is down here at 39.42. Although I would be careful buying at 40 now for one particular reason. That yes, this is a trap here. And then on a macro level, I guess not on a macro level, but on a bigger picture frame, you can see this hourly chart at the bottom. I'm going to pull up for you right here. It is starting to look like we do have a pretty nice size trap to the upside here. So if we go break below there, we're going to probably break, right? You got to watch action there. I'm done for today. I'm happy. But again, just we'll see what happens. That's why I say Monday's a very important day because it sets the tone for the week. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I took profit early. Why? This thing's looking dumpy. It's looking dumpy. But again, it's looking dumpy. And our job isn't to look at what it's doing. Our job is to position ourselves ahead of the move. You want to be ahead. Look ahead. Never at what the candles are doing. In fact, the fact that all this selling is happening, you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to be looking at the long down here. I'm not going to trade it. I'm just telling you. I don't know what the action is going to look like when we get down there, right? I'm just saying. All right, so I think that's it for me. I mean, what else is there for me to do? Right? One trade. I'm done. It should go to 45, 54, 45. We broke pre-market highs, right? Pre-market highs. Pre-market highs. Honestly, I'm not sure. Pre-market highs. I'm not sure, but that is a level of resistance I pointed out on the daily chart. And if you're thinking that for 54.45 might get hit, I don't think you're entirely wrong. I mean, this thing, it looks like it wants to just keep on going, but I would just be cautious here because we could still get a final bounce before the descent. Or, of course, it could obviously just waterfall there, right? I would not be wanting to chase short here, is I guess my point. Because we could still develop a leg kind of to go back up to back test the 62 area down here. So just be mindful of that. But right now, yes, definitely the Bears are probably in control, I would say. Until, well, I mean, they are, but they got to break down 57. If they don't break down 57, that was just a pullback. And it should have been long at 57 again. 57 is fucking paying out again. We got the bounce here. It's looking trappy to the downside, I gotta tell you, but I'm not gonna take it because it's already a used up level. I would want a fresh level. Fresh level. It is support. So perhaps, I mean, there's many ways to look at the market, right? We're doing kind of this M. Maybe one last bounce and then the dump and the real move back down. So again, we'll let it be. It's Monday. We will be back here tomorrow at 9 in the morning. Hopefully with some clear direction on the week. Monday is a day to kind of lay back and hold on to your profits, protect them, and then the rest of the week is set by Monday. All right, so I think I'm done. I don't know if Elizabeth is still here or she's short, but she's gonna be a little bit pissed off because she was short this morning here, right? Again, I'm not trying to talk bad about you, Elizabeth. I'm just saying it would piss me off too if you were short here and you see that and then the dump. That would annoy me. It's always like that though sometimes. Oh my gosh, they want to break this thing down even further, I think. Why did I lock in profit? Oh my gosh. Wow. Now I kind of want to stay here actually. I want to see if maybe we can take another trade, but perhaps it's not a good idea. You're still short one on MES? I would just make sure you have if you do have a runner, I applaud you. Let it be. Let that baby ride. You're still short. 45. Nice. I'll just be cautious here. We were at 57. They gotta sell it down here right now. I mean, not right now, but soon. It does look like they will though, but Come on, ES. Dump it for Salkarin right now. Just go to that 45. I'm cheering you on, Salkarin. Every tick lower, it's hurting my soul, but it's making me happy knowing that you're short. Because I took profit definitely a little bit early, but... The dollar is showing strength. That could play out in your favor, potentially. So we're breaking 57. Oh man, at Twitter, I'm reading some drama on Twitter, some trader dramas. Not my drama. I stay out of it, but it kills me. Oh my goodness, look at that. We're going to that 45. We got to that low of 53. Come on, Salkrin. I'm actually here streaming this thing now just to see if that 45 is gonna get hit. Do it, yes, just do it. It's undecisive right now. Doesn't know yet, so watch out. Make sure you're on a runner. I would say as long as we're below 57, below here, I think you're good. You should be chilling right now, but I'm also wary of the fact that we're right at 57. We gotta get going. We gotta get going. Yeah, this light is bothering my eyes. Stop loss set already. Nice. Oh my god, I think it's going for it. It's going for it. It's doing it. Come on, do it. 52. Oh my gosh, talk about taking profit early. God damn it. Ugh. Why? Oh, 42. Come on, pay Salkren. Give him that 45. Come on. Come on, yes. Come on, just dump, 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 dump. It would be very good for me too, because I would probably take the long down here. Come on, yes, come on. We took profit early. Why? The thing is, I was only in with one contract. That's why. Once I'm up 12 points, 15 points on a short, I'm happy. Especially in this market. I don't know if these glasses help or not, but I think they were too red. Rango. We're still below 57. Oh my gosh, we're going lower, 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 lower. NQ is looking weak. The dollar's looking weak. The SPY is kind of wanting to hold out at that pivot point down there. I gotta say, they're kind of giving me mixed signals. And for that reason, as long as you're below 57, I think you're good. Oh my gosh, NQ wants to dump. Yes, it's kind of still there. Oh, NQ giving it up. NQ is giving it up. Come on, yes, you gotta follow. Ah, there is the SPY a little bit giving that up there. Come on. SPY broke through the lows there. Yes, has not yet. It's taking some time, but I don't know where you got short. Are you short from that 78 or 75 area? At 61. All right. Oof. I'll just be cautious there on that. If we take back 57, watch out. But so far, look at that candle getting the night right at 57. So going in. No worries. I'm watching this thing. I'm riding this thing with you. Like I said, I took profit early all the from the 78 down here. I want to see this thing crack now. Where did I get filled at? I'm actually curious now. I took profit at... Are you kidding me? Fuck. 63.50. Ah. Yeah, I was looking far away at the time. At the time, it was looking far, okay? I didn't know we were actually going to go all the way there. I knew 62 was a level of support. So I took it at 63.50. That's right. Just be cautious here. That 57, it doesn't want to leave it alone. Come on, yes. Give it up. Give it up, yes. Give it up. The dollar's showing a lot of weakness. Holy cow. I don't know what that means, but not always. Not always, but sometimes it can mean yes might have a little bit of power. Not always, though. Sometimes they do kind of go down together, but we're taking back 57. Oh, shit. Looks like they're taking it back. I wouldn't, I would be careful. Be careful here. Come on, get denied there. Get denied there. 62 would be a good spot for this to reverse if they're going to reverse and break down 57 again. Remember, bounces are going to happen. They're totally fine. Just level to level. We're breaking down 57. 62 is resistance now. They need to break 57. That's the goal. So I would say as long as we're below 62, we're it's good for that leg lower still. But the problem is 57 is right there. They needed to break it here. Like, what was wrong with breaking it here? They should have done that already. But there's many paths that the market can take to go down to the 45. That's the issue. That's why trading in here for me, I cannot take these trades here. I just don't know how. The real meat of the move is right here. That's the beginning. This is what my eyes are trained to see and do right here. Because after that, it just becomes higher risk, higher risk. It's taking its time, but we're right back below 57, so that should put a smile on your face. Come on, break it now. It's putting a smile on my face. Let's break that thing down. Come on. Yes, come on. Break it, baby. Break it. I want to get along that choo-choo train at the bottom. Down here. Maybe if we get a nice little trap. Basically, the same thing. This thing. Down here. Banana nuts. So below 57, that's good for the shorts. Well, it's good if you're short already. I wouldn't short here. I'm just saying it's good if you're short. I'm going to try to switch out this layout. I feel like I'm getting bored of this layout here. I don't know how to do this. Maybe I can make this bigger. Or maybe I can do a square. I was thinking about it. I'm getting bored of the way I look on this thing. We're not leaving that 57 alone. What does that mean? They should have broke that down there. I don't know. They had plenty of time to break this thing down now. And they can't do it. They can't do it. That's smelling squeezy. So they gotta come in. They gotta put in some work right now. But again, we're below 62. So it's kind of two ways of looking at this. We're below 62. But the problem is we're getting above 57. That's the problem. I don't want to, maybe this is the trap here. Maybe now this is it. Although I don't know yet. We got to go through 62 and then come back to retest 57. We'll see. What I will do for you, South Korean, since you're short and I'm cheering you on because I want to take the long potential at the bottom there, is are we going to dump soon? All right, not soon. How? That's a vague kind of way. Within 10 minutes. Rather no. Oh shit. Hey, the crystal ball was wrong this morning though. So I don't know if you have any way on this crystal ball. I think you're wrong. Remember, it said it wasn't gonna pump, and look at it. It said it was gonna dump, which it did, but way later. So hopefully right now it's wrong again. If I had to just flip a coin right now, and somebody asked me which thing is this thing going, again, this is my thoughts coming out loud. I'm not in a trade. I was already short this choo-choo train up here, and I'm not gonna be shorting anymore. I already shorted. That's the sweet move right there. That's the setup. That's the freaking setup I talk about all day, every day. If I had to pick, based on what I feel, okay, I would feel that we're going down. This is what I feel. But I don't trade my feelings. That's why I'm not trading. And I'm saying that because we're below 57. And too many bounces already. You can see this is becoming a used up level. Look how many bounces from here. We have one final trap, one final bounce. Perhaps now comes the dump. We need to break something down, which is that 57. And how do I know it's support? Look at it. We even bounced from it right out open, right there. Look at it. It's, come on. It's it. It's a breakdown. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. 50, 50. Don't bounce from 50. Just go straight down. Flush it, flush it, flush it. Come on. $45, $45, $45. You're already up 10 points already on that South Korean. Not bad. Come on, come on. Flush this ducking thing. Come on, yes. Come on, baby. Come on. Sell, sell, sell. That candle's looking pretty. Come on. I think it still got more in there. Come on. Oh my gosh, they're gonna go for it. They're going for it. Come on, do it. Right here. Right now. Fuck, I should have been short that 57, I think. $48. Oh my gosh, 47. I don't know, man. If you're so close to your target, you're already up quite a bit. I would probably take it at 47. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, but don't listen to me. I'm the guy who shorted at the top and took profit at 63. I shorted here, and I took profit down here. But I don't know. On shorts, I'm always more cautious. I'm extra cautious on shorts. Oof. Ah. Come on, reverse this thing. Turn it red. Flip it red. 46.25 was the low on that. So now the drill kind of becomes the same, unfortunately. So I'm going to try to walk you through what I think. So the drill becomes this. We can basically bounce as high as we like. But there's only one level that really matters right now. And that is this one. 57. As long as price can remain below 57 on any possible bounce to the upside, we will definitely work our way back on down to that 42 level. No, 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 I'm not saying exit. I'm not telling you to exit. I'm saying don't listen to me because I'm the guy who shorted at the top and took profit early. You're pretty good in your trade right now. Like I said, as long as that balance doesn't get above 57, I would expect further side down. You exited just now. Look, I took profit early, but I'm happy that at least you caught it going even further. So even though I didn't catch that wave, that second wave down, the fact that you did makes me happy because come on, like how the hell did I take profit so early? Watch, now that you're out, watch this thing just dump right through. Going to work now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave now too. I was just here sticking around just to kind of see how this thing was gonna play on now, and it played out pretty nicely. Below 62, you can see that we didn't even hit 62. I thought we were gonna hit 62, but we didn't. So unfortunately, right now I am done. Uh, yeah, so I'm gonna walk away. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching, and of course, take profit. You know, don't be too greedy, especially on shorts and a Monday. Try not to be too greedy. Walk away. Green. That's the name of the game. So I'll see you all tomorrow again at 9 in the morning. And yeah, thank you all once again for all the support. So, peace.